means go to sleep.
But now, ladies and gentlemen,
He said go to sleep.
it's time for New Sports. Victor Atlas, New Sports. Hot, heavy, Neil Urban. There's the two-headed ball man. And here's the man the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate. Here's Victor!
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead now. Go. She did it, man.
She did.
She got to give you props. Yeah, I got to give you props.
She's quick with the skittle fingers.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Let me stop.
She got skittle fingers.
Yeah, she got more than that, man. You just don't realize.
I'm trying not to look. See, that's how they get you.
I know. Okay.
Because they get you looking, then you.
Well, you could use any sound effect you want on my segment. I don't care if the birds are flapping in the wind, Suzette. You do your thing, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're going to welcome.
See,
there she goes. I love it.
See?
Thank you.
See?
Got to have somebody rolling with you, right? Mm-hmm. All right, here we are. Welcome to New Sports, you guys. We're going to sit back and try to tell you what's going on in the world of sports from a social media perspective, a little bit different. Not necessarily true statistical.
What are you doing?
Fixing your
this
mic.
happens all the time, but that's okay.
Yeah, but I didn't ask for any help with that.
Oh,
Girl, sometimes you get things you don't ask for.
I'd like to.
You should know that by
See
now.
what happens. You notice this all happens right when I start my. So you think this
I
is
tried
planned.
to just adjust her
This
mic.
is not planned. This is not planned.
You know, a little bit.
I just wanted to know what you were doing. Like,
Just close your eyes and wait. You know what I say? Whatever you've had wondering,
like, you're
just
all
close
in
your
my
eyes.
space.
Just close your eyes. You're going to know in a minute. What are you doing? Shh. Close your eyes.
Okay.
You'll find out in just a second.
Okay.
As you were saying.
Okay, thank you. I know. That's all right, Suzette. I got your back. I'm right there with you.
Anytime they say, what are you doing? Say, shh.
Hush and silence. They said all in silence. That's okay. All right, you guys, welcome. Here we're going to do the trending topics, and there is one untrending topic, and I just have to give them respect. The trending topics, if you didn't know, the Clippers get physical with Grizzlies in the OT war. That was an unbelievable game. We'll get to that later. Mm-hmm. Also, Rebounty, I call it Bounty Gate, ex-Saint lineman Anthony Hargrove sits back and says the brass said to play dumb, the Bounty investigation.
That's right.
That's big, man.
It's going to spread.
It's going to get more than that.
The bounty thing was NFL teams that had put out money for people to hit people, to put somebody out of a game. So they had a bonus if you would put somebody out of a game.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And the whole controversy, part of which is that all along, for those of us who did play football, you were always rewarded, right?
Yes, sir.
For big hits. You got to put little Post-its on your... I used to get them. You get little Post-its on your helmet for hitting people hard.
That's right.
And that's what you were trained. Now they're saying they don't want you to do it, so it's kind of controversial.
Yeah.
Because when I played football, you know, we were taught I'd pick a spot 3 feet behind you and run for that full speed.
But that guy died.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. It's a violent game. That's right.
It's a different...
And the question is, can football survive?
That's a whole subject in itself.
That's right. And boxing, we know where the goal is to give the guy a concussion. The goal in boxing is to knock the other guy out. That's a concussion.
Yes.
That's the definition of a concussion.
And the only reason why, Suzette, that we're not hitting it, because I've watched a lot of the conversation on this subject a lot. And I'm not saying that we can't address it.
She's a concern.
But I'm just saying, the part of sports is the field of play of gladiators. Men want to be in the ring and giving all they can based on how they feel, and unfortunately it has to govern around some conditions. We're not going to get into that. I actually was going to save that for tomorrow, so I'm so glad Mario hit it you, because they're discussing all of this relating to all sports because of the money involved and who's getting hurt, and that really it's the upper echelon players who are the ones who are right now being reported as suffering from what they call the post-traumatic conditions. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to get into it more, but I had to make sure I address the other sports subjects first, because this will be a dialogue all day, and Mario will sit there and put you in his lap and say, bounce, baby, bounce. So you ready for this? Okay, you ready for
That's a distraction.
Now, do you see, look
Right, I'm like,
that's the kind of thing they want you to do.
That's right.
I tell them, make me a sandwich.
That's it. Hey, you guys, let me continue on. All right, so here's the thing. Meta World Peace defends himself on Conan. I'll get to that later.
What did he say?
Did you see what he did? He elbowed the other player. We showed it. Everybody seen that.
It's a reflex boom.
I'm just saying.
I mean, where is he from?
Oh, Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Shut up.
All right, we're
Chicago.
It's
No, he's
close.
from Chicago.
Oh, now she knows how to use the sound effects. See?
You know those Chicago
Now-
folks violent too.
Now,
That's
wait
where
a
the women
minute.
cut you.
Suzette, wonder if he is from Jamaica. You're supposed to be objective.
He's not from Jamaica.
How do you know?
No, I would know that.
Oh, okay.
How would you know? By the accent?
No, I've never even heard him talk, but I was just like, was that just a reaction? You know, like a reflex?
That's what I
But he
call it
did
when I
it?
do it. It's just a reaction.
Let's say this.
The co-host catches one.
I'll say this much. It's a great reaction, but he could have saved it, and he didn't. So it was really wrapped around intent. Because elbows fly all the time in basketball, all day long. It's
Okay.
what you do
He
with
could have
them.
ran over afterwards and said, I'm sorry, are you hurt? Standing over the other guy or ignoring them, or, specifically if you run over to them and beat your chest, that would be considered
Yeah.
not to be apologetic.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, the one that Mario and I covered already, the Philadelphia Phillies pitcher Cole Hamels suspended for 5 games. So they did hit him. Mario, you had a
Yeah,
point.
he wanted to hit him with the
Right.
baseball.
He did. He said, but here's the part. I
That
think,
ball is hard.
and they timed it because the rotation of pitchers are like they go 4 or 5 days before their round comes up again. So his timing is that he says, well, I'm not going to be pitching for 3 or 4 days anyway. So I think he had this all laid out in his mind. He says, oh, it's worth it. How much is it going to hit me for?
Well, that's why you need to. That's why I say take the fine and triple it every time.
See.
And ultimately,
There we go.
he'll get uncomfortable.
So let me ask you this. No, wait a minute. Now, well, let me help Mario with this and
Yeah,
Suzette.
sure.
This is the part where you guys stand your ground. They watch this show and they say, you know what? I think they're having an impression on young kids, and I think Mario should be fined every time something come out of his mouth that's
a curse word,
Right.
huh?
Now, would you
Every
change?
curse word,
Would
I
you-
want to be fined. I'll pay at least a nickel.
No, see,
A nickel for
That's
every.
not the
Come on,
price.
okay, 6 cents. I will pay
that's not
6
the
cents
price.
for every curse word.
that's not
That
the-
way, I just can go free.
Okay.
Give you 60 cents worth right now.
There she goes.
I'm about to let you have $1 worth in a second.
You see, this is wrong. This is wrong. I want you guys to
sorry.
know she's having fun right now because she's learning the software, which is now more interesting than the subject. You know what, Suzette?
No, I'm listening.
I think it's wonderful. I want you to continue doing it more. It makes my segment look like it's interesting, okay? Just keep doing it.
Why the rooster? So you just like those animal effects now. You caught up in animals.
All right. While
Horses,
she's doing that, let me
roosters,
give you the last.
chicken, duck,
The last. Most people don't realize that
quack, quack.
when you have trending topics, you have untrending topics. And one topic I think is not a trend, and I'm going to give it respect, is the Spurs San Antonio sweep the Utah Jazz. And they did it basically playing their bench. So to me, when you can play that well, if it was any other team, if it was Miami, New York, Lakers, Oklahoma, if their bench actually was more the contributors,
Popovich.
they will be getting a lot of love and play. San Antonio, you're not the trend for what you
Well,
accomplished.
it's San Antonio.
So what are you saying?
All they have is the Alamo, right?
So what you're saying is San Antonio doesn't deserve the press.
It's Texas.
Suzette, do you like Texas?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Have you ever been to Texas?
I've driven through. I've driven.
Right on through too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't stop right.
Oh, yeah, only when I
Zoom.
get tickets for speeding.
They do. They look.
Yeah,
they gave
be
you a
on
ticket.
it. Yeah.
They want
They're
you to
on
pay
it.
right there.
Oh, you know what?
They have
Well,
that thing.
it's like, when you're driving cross country, it's the biggest state. So, and yeah, they're on it.
Okay.
Highway patrol.
Yeah, they are. It's no joke.
But yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
That's okay. That's
But did
okay.
you find Texas to be friendly? The little Jamaican girls dressed
You keep
for
pressing the
heat.
buttons. You press
Dressed
the
for
buttons.
heat, driving some Mercedes, not new, but across the
It's
country.
not new.
Across the country.
It's not
So
new.
what? Did the police treat you differently in that car?
Yes, you do get more respect when you're driving
That's
a
right.
Mercedes.
That's
It had nothing to do with that outfit.
No, you know how it is. I think
It's a combination that I
you're
find.
driving a
Is,
Chevy Cavalier
Yes.
or a Mercedes or you do get treated.
but the outfit is probably the most determining factor.
I'm leaving that one alone. I'm leaving that one alone. I'm
you
not
guys
saying
are
anything.
dressed like this every day.
Well, I saw you came in.
Okay.
It wasn't flashy,
All
but
it is
it
like
still was provocative.
it's not. I'm just wearing a tank
was.
top with shorts.
That's like it is. Turn on a man, take off a sock.
Well, men are simple, but I won't get into
That's
that
right.
stuff.
Take off a shoe.
I'll say this.
We find that suggestive.
Okay, let me do this so I can just go on.
Go ahead.
I know it's a hard one. No, keep
Make
going.
sure she don't get no men.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, when I was here last week, you're like, don't date Suzette. That's so wrong.
Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong, man. That was wrong.
Shut up.
Okay. All right, let me go on over to this. Okay, here it is. I just want a quick. Mario can chime in on this because it's really easy. The LA Clippers, of course, are basically on their way to probably going to the next round, and they were doing this against the Memphis Grizzlies. Is this the best first round matchup, bar none, because of the physicality? It's almost like a rivalry being developed, and they're going to OT, and every game is close. Is it any other game that's more competitive than this series?
This has been the best series. Both the first two games won by a total of 2 points.
That's right.
Yeah, 2 1-point game wins. So that's for the team that loses by 1 point or twice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that kind of hurts.
No, it's not good.
That's kind of you go home and look funny at your old lady.
Now wait a minute. Now let me just say this. Now I want to keep it where Suzette can stay in the game on this. Now I know you're from Chicago, or basically by way of Chicago.
No, I'm from
You're from
I
Chicago.
grew up in
Okay.
Chicago, yes.
Do you have any love for any teams in Chicago at all?
Yeah, the Bulls.
So when I say Clippers or Lakers, you ain't having it, right?
I mean, it's okay. You know, it doesn't make me a difference either way.
If you had to follow a team, Lakers or Clippers, who would the team you would lean towards, if any at all?
Probably the Clippers.
And is there a reason why?
Hater.
Have you Wait, give me the screen.
Hater. Let me try to reach for sound effects. Try to reach for sound effects that she does now.
Okay.
Reach for a sound effect.
Okay, now let me
Say
say
excuse
this.
me.
Come on now. Okay.
Fine women fart too.
No, Suzette, you're supposed to be able to make a choice while you're pressing the button.
I am.
What? Okay.
It's the fingernail polish that's distracting her.
No, see, she's supposed to sit there and say, "This is the reason why I lean towards the Clippers over the Lakers." What is it?
Well, because, they're the underdogs here. The Lakers get everything here. You know what I mean?
See.
Oh, you like the underdog?
Yeah.
You do?
I'm the underdog.
No, not no Mercedes. Ain't no
It's
underdog. Ain't no
not
dumb underdog.
new. It's
Ain't no damn
not
That's
new.
okay.
If that one underdog,
okay.
only
It's
eat
not
shrimp
a new
while surf and turf.
Mercedes.
That's okay.
Underdogs don't even know what surf and turf is.
You know what, Suzette? I'll tell you
Underdogs,
what.
they never ordered no surf and turf.
If okay, let me just say this.
They give an extra value meal. They order their meals by numbers. I'll have a number 1, 3.
Right. Now, wait a minute. Now, Suzette, if Mario had free tickets to go see the Lakers and the Clippers, and then they actually are going to meet what they would call in the conference finals, and you had to go with Mario, and Mario was choosing the opposite team, you would pick the Clippers first, right?
Yeah.
So Mario would have to go with the Lakers. Mario, would you pick the Lakers?
No, I'd go whatever Suzette goes with.
You know what? You guys are so... You know what?
Because, I'm trying to...
No, that's okay. Let me just
be
go...
kind to West
Let me
Indian.
just go
No,
back.
you wouldn't.
It'd be kind to Jamaican month.
Okay, let me say this. Bottom line, let me say this, Mario. Are you impressed with the Clippers as to where they are playing, minus Chauncey Billups?
Yes, Vic.
Okay.
I am so impressed. It reminds me of Suzette Tomlinson's first visits here.
Okay, you know
Impressive, but disorganized, Vic.
Let me say this. Let me do the vote on this.
Raw
right, okay?
talent.
No, I'm saying this. And I'm going to go
A
into
beautiful
something
clam in the
I'm gonna go into
rough.
something later. I'm not going to even get into this right now.
I'm the underdog.
You are not no damn underdog.
I'm the underdog.
Whatever.
Right. So wait a minute.
Underdog.
So let me just say this. All right. So since we now know that you both really don't follow that closely the Clippers, but we know that you will support them. Let's just say this. I'm gonna give them a tag. You guys, know what I'm gonna do on this section here. I'm gonna show it up on the graphic here. Ballin', upset, let down, whatever, big pimpin', something for the ladies. So since I don't have to come back to refresh the subject, let's find out. Because you barely follow the Clippers, Suzette, are you? What did you just say? I heard you. Say it again.
What's he talking about?
See, that's what I
You
figured.
have to fake it.
That's
Remember,
right.
I told you it's a good practice for being married. You have
That's
to act
right.
all
So you're
interested
gonna-
in sports.
you're
Ooh,
gonna-
honey.
Wait a minute.
The Clippers and the
what I'm
Grizzlies
saying.
are pounding it out, baby. Go.
See?
Remember, we were working on it. Remember?
Yeah,
Go.
Yeah.
And honey, that's okay if your belly's getting a little soft. I love you. Remember that one? Remember
No,
that?
I don't.
You don't know that.
Play that one. Try it.
No. I don't.
Suzette, the reason why
keep it right.
you're gonna have this work for you because you know the whole segment is dedicated. What do you think the term "whatever" means? It means if you're not interested, if you don't care, if you say, "Well, hey, I'm not into sports," well, whatever, I'm not following. So you get to vote on it. So I'm gonna have you vote on the Clippers against the Memphis Grizzlies. The subject is that they're the best playoff series first round games out of all the playoffs.
So the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, and the Clippers.
That sounds like the men from Memphis.
You know what? You're wrong. So before you do, I'm going to have Mario help you.
They got some Grizzlies out there.
Because Mario's going to be able to help you because it's not the Lakers. So Mario, balling, upset, big pimping, something for the ladies or whatever. It's not a letdown because you cannot use
It's balling and upset. The Memphis Grizzlies, I actually was one of the people expected them
to win.
To win and take this further, and the Clippers pretty much are outplaying them.
Yep.
In ways, like it's been close.
Right. It's been close, but
very
not
close. But wow,
right. But
it's been wonderful, Suzette, and very exciting.
Yes.
And you cannot wait to go to a sports bar with your man.
Yes, I'm gonna watch the next game.
Get some shrimp at the sports bar.
At the house.
So you just tell your man, make sure the sports bar has shrimp.
You see what happens here?
Yeah.
There's something for everybody.
They're
Tiger
faking.
shrimp.
They're faking.
Now
all
ain't
of
a
it.
tiger
It's a
shrimp.
really good game. It's so exciting.
Okay.
We might have Tiger
So wait a
there.
minute. So let me just do this without you knowing anything else, Suzette.
Huh?
There's a category here. What do you think? As far as your interest in the Clippers, is it well whatever you don't follow balling because they're balling, big pimping,
it's balling.
It's balling.
Yes.
She knows what to do. There you go.
She does.
There she goes. She knows. So bottom line, they're balling, right?
Yes, they're balling.
Whether you follow them or not.
Yes.
See, that's it. That makes it easy. All right. See, there she goes. Boy, we are working hard with her.
Man, she's
playing
loving them
catch up.
damn
She's
sound
getting there.
effects, boy.
See, as a co-host, Suzette, you know what that means.
What?
You're supposed to know and have insight on everything.
I do.
There you go. See, she's off.
She does.
That's it. All right, now we're going to go over to the place where it's going to be easy to follow this one. Mario, I said the current Packer ex-Saint Anthony Hargrove, told to lie about bounty inquiries and blames it on the brass. Basically, what I'm saying is the lines were drawn in the sand. NFL office or the investigation versus Saints organization.
Always, whether it's said or unsaid.
Thank you. It was already
like
there.
Suzette trying to get me to lie about her past.
What?
I ain't gonna lie about her past.
She ain't not
I'll be in my book.
Wait a minute, Suzette.
Huh?
You don't have to follow anything. You can just say yes or no.
The Chicago years, the lost years.
There she goes.
I'll be in that my expose of Suzette Tomlinson.
Okay.
Chicago years,
Now,
the
wait a minute.
lost
Now,
years.
Suzette, I'll do something for you. I'm gonna help Suzette out on this one. This is gonna be an easy one. Suzette, of course you're an actress, right?
See,
Yes, I am.
You know that was kinda good.
You have
You know that was
governing
good.
bodies that actually you have to follow guidelines in production, film, and everything else, right?
How do I stop this?
you press it again. Lord,
I know she can't do it.
when the white women coming back?
Tip tomorrow. All right, now Suzette, just follow my
Who
lead.
coming back?
Okay, Suzette, just follow my lead.
Huh?
Okay, huh? All right, let me
She's
get
booing.
this. So you're acting, you're acting, you're an actress.
Uh-huh.
You have a governing body that makes sure that you stay within the rules, right?
Yes.
Okay, now that can be the Screen Actors Guild, it can be a number of
They got some
organizations.
loose rules.
All right, so now wait a minute, just watch this. Now watch this.
Really?
Yeah,
All
it's
of a
very
sudden-
One
strict.
casting couch?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
No.
Now, Suzette,
Damn,
a
I ain't
producer,
going to it.
there's a producer who's sitting up here saying, there's some things we're going to be doing here to make us some more money that go outside the rules and the guideline. And basically they say, don't tell anybody, lie. We're not doing that because you can get paid for the stuff that we're doing. You are sitting at that, you're drawing the sand, the line in the sand to say, if I say yes, I reap the benefits off of the money. But then if they investigate, I'm culpable.
Mm-hmm.
Which side do you choose?
I'm gonna go with the money side.
See, scandalous. That's why I remember that song.
See? Go ahead. See? So.
Wasn't quite looking, but I found it. 5'3", light brown skin. Hey, remember how he said Anthony Hamilton talked about
Right,
it?
see?
Said
Let me
coming
say
from the
this.
university.
I'm saying this. Suzette, and I'm going to say this. I know we're not trying to make light of this, But that's exactly what this subject is about. You just answered the question. The bottom line is the NFL New Orleans Saints had a bounty program, told their players, you're going to get paid, those who were involved, from the leadership down, and said, you're going to get paid. And when the NFL comes to investigate, lie, say you don't know nothing and play stupid. Now it's coming out because
that's easy for a bunch of them.
Right, because a lot of them are going to get flipped because they don't think of the investigation process. And all it takes is one person to be mad. One thing about the NFL is this. Everybody is happy when you're on the team. But no one's happy if they're all of a sudden benched, waived, or
which is going to happen.
Which means somebody's going to sit back and say,
that's
hey,
right.
I'm coming back at you.
That's right.
Do you believe, Mario, that's really what happened? The bottom line?
Because everybody does this. You paid to hit people hard. That depends how you phrase it.
Right.
You're trained to hit hard.
Right.
That's the whole thing of football.
Yes.
They train you. The first thing you have to get over is your fear of running into somebody.
Yes.
So then, because the whole thing of adjusting to me was the idea that I was going to run up on you and not stop, like actually try to run and hit you. And that's not the natural human thing to like run into a brick wall.
Thank you.
You have to train your mind. Like I told you, I'd pick a spot behind you and run for that.
Right. Yeah.
And so you have to try to run through people. Now that meant you have to get used to getting hit.
Right. So bottom line
that
is,
takes something.
Bottom line, and Mario, we're all going to be in this room. Suzette, you did a great job. You picked what I thought would be the place they were going to pick. If you're on the team, and you're the and there's actors and actresses, and the one lone person says, "No, I'm not going to do it." Isn't the first thing you're thinking is that's the person who's going to out us? If it's
that's like the
but
fact.
that is the way it is in acting.
So that means because we can't find any pictures of Suzette Tomlinson in bikinis.
There she goes.
The first time I wear my bikini.
Here she goes. There
she gonna out me.
There she goes. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna spend
I'll
time.
wear it if she wears it.
So Mario, you're in the same place. You know what? I'm not following that one. Wait a minute.
That'll be a show, huh?
Suzette, I love what you did. You said, I'm taking the side that I make my short-term money. I've already said that under pressure, I wouldn't want to be the guy who says, I'm a leader, and I say, are you going to do this and accept it? And I say, no. I'm already thinking I'm going against the culture. Now, Mario, what would you do?
Yeah,
I always do the right thing, Vic.
No, what is the right thing, Mario?
I do the right thing.
What's the right thing, man?
just say no.
You're lying.
I do the right thing because
He's lying.
He's lying.
before God and country, Vic,
He's lying.
I intend to be a good sport and do my best. It's
You know
an
what?
honor. It's the honor system.
I'm saying this, Mario.
Like, I'm not going to tell you I love you just to have sex.
Watch this. Mario, you play football.
I say I like you a lot.
You play football, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Isn't it a code in the locker room?
There is.
Yeah, and the code is not you sitting up there
the
being
code in the
rebellious.
locker room is bathe. bathe, bathe, bathe.
What?
Sorry.
That's the problem in the
Forget
locker room
it.
because some
Forget
people
it.
are funky.
All right, so let me do this. While we're doing that. I'm going to take this story because, Suzette, you led off so good on it. You really did. You said, if I'm going to draw the sand in the line, I'm going with the
You
player.
draw some sand in the line?
So let me say this. Wait a minute.
That's like a line in the sand.
The line, you know what?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
don't either, but it's
I-
cool.
I'm-
As long as
I
you
flipped
know
it.
you drawn.
I drawn
You
a
drawn something.
line in the sand, not a sand in the line.
We got that. It's all art involved.
Okay, so wait a minute. On that question, because he's going to mess me up. On that question, this subject we're talking about.
Ooh.
Stop hitting the things.
So, wait a minute. Okay, if you're going to go and say, I'm going to take the short-term money against investigation, are you balling, big pimping, let down? Is it an upset? Whatever. Suzette, pick a word.
I'll go back up because it's kind of hard for me to remind all the categories now.
That's all right. I
You
can
got the
flip it.
big
That's-
balling, the pimp
It's
ladies,
easy.
and the
It's
let down,
easy.
whatever.
You're big pimpin'.
So you're giving yourself credit because you're going to be on the player side or the
Yeah, I'm on the money team, like
you're on the money
Mayweather.
team. Mario
I'm-
Wasabi.
I'm going to do the right thing.
What is that? What is this word, Mario?
Spread love, Vic. Spread love.
That's not one of the terms here.
Spread love.
That's not one of the terms here. The term
Suffer the little children. Suffer the little children.
Upset, let down. Come on, man. Big pimpin'.
I'm going to be big pimping the ladies.
See, it's not right.
Because some of them, they need to work. Hoes got to eat too.
It's not right. Okay. So it's big pimp. So all of you guys are turncoats. You're turning against the organization.
I'm turning my back on
I'm
crime.
only doing what everyone does. What do you mean?
See, that's the way it starts. That's the way it starts. The next thing
I
you know,
agree.
you have a rash.
I didn't say that part.
So I don't
say
do
that part. I didn't say that part. I think it's good. You know what? I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I would probably find myself doing the same thing, just like you, Suzette. I'm gonna go.
That's why y'all get the rashes. However,
It's like if you're like, you know how LAPD is, and so if you're like Mr. Goody, I'm not doing that. The first time someone gets busted, they're like, oh, he's the one that turned what is that? What's going on? Is somebody mowing the lawn? What's up?
That is the DEA.
Are the gardeners here? Are you getting your, are they cutting grass here? What's going on?
girl, that's right.
Oh, I love it.
What's going on?
Wait a minute.
What
No,
is
let
that
Mario.
noise?
I'll let Mario tell you.
Don't know. She guys. Why you always, see? They always gotta know what's going on. Don't worry about what's going on. Close your eyes. Man, we talked about this.
The chat room want to know.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
What's that noise?
Close your eyes and part your lips.
Do I smell grass being cut?
See?
Do I smell grass?
See, how you guys are going to pull this off if you're not going to be the leaders of information to the public?
But what is that noise? No one's answering. Why?
It's a special machine.
It's a lawnmower?
That's the seat. That's my seat vibrating.
All right, wait a minute. Let me go out. So bottom line,
Happy time.
I'm taking the same thing. I'm saying they were balling, but you're balling if you sit back and stand on the side of the players, but you are going to be let down later because you just don't think in terms of investigation. All right, here's the last subject.
Wait,
I'm saying,
is there grass in the backyard? Wait, where's...
yes, it is. The frogs.
No, I know there's like a pool. What is that? What's going on?
They grinding up last night's date. Making some burgers. Lunch will be ready. And so that pink slime.
See, boy.
I told her to cooperate.
You guys out here in LA kill me.
No,
Yeah, like the guys in Chicago are all mellow. Give me a break. What are you talking about?
Wait a minute.
We ain't,
Suzette.
now who the hell more gangster, LA or Chicago?
You know what?
She's gonna try to talk about LA.
Like
They still wearing hats and shit back there.
Guys out here got housekeepers, gardeners, maids. What do y'all do?
Oh.
Who are you talking about? I do a lot.
Oh.
That's why my ears are sore.
What's your worker's name?
Oh, what she's
What's
trying to
his
say
name?
is we don't work.
What's your worker's name?
Which worker?
The worker that builds all that. Stop. What's his name?
Benicio Loy? Vino?
Yeah, Vino.
I do a lot. I
Is
work.
that Vino? Is he mowing the lawn?
No, just because she's trying to call us out because we have a
She
garden.
thinks that we don't work.
Yeah, we
No,
work.
you don't
Don't try to
really-
make it
We
seem
do.
like
I
I'm kind
know.
of. You
It's
try to
not
make it
just
seem
you.
like I got
I
extra
work.
stuff, and you can tell from my wardrobe.
You all are delegators. Like, I'm going to get somebody to go do that.
No, wait a minute. Now, see,
Now wait a minute, you may have a point. That's why now you know your role. Because I am a delegator.
Like, dude,
So do
you
you-
be like, wait a minute, the maids are here. I'm like, oh, what? Like, the
I never
maids are
call
here.
I never say I don't have a maid.
that's right.
was that
I have
that came here when I got
housekeepers.
here this
I have
morning?
my housekeepers.
You have more than one. It was like
They-
3
that's a
people that
team.
showed up.
It's a team.
I saw.
That's the way they like to come.
But see, Mario, you know what they don't see? Guess what they don't see?
They don't see me working hard.
They don't see the work in between, like clearing this stuff
That's right.
out,
They didn't see
moving
Dick
the
and I
equipment,
moving all this shit.
pulling up all the carpet,
Wiring
all
the
stuff.
studio.
I
They
think Vino did
Wiring
that.
your mic so you could come in, have it all right. You didn't see all that.
So bottom line.
Underappreciated black man today.
Okay, now
Getting
I'm gonna do
old.
this.
The
Nope.
black man
I'm
is
gonna
living
do
it up in LA.
This used to be New
With,
Sports.
Housekeepers coming. The maids are coming today.
Yes,
like,
and-
are they? Oh, the chef is here. Oh, really?
Where's Chef?
She's
I
trying,
cook.
You know what she's trying to do? You know what she's trying to do?
She's trying to give me a girlfriend.
Hey, she's trying to do a lot.
Tell them they come over here. Hey, I ain't got nothing.
No, it's not happening. She's doing it. Now, Suzette, let me ask you.
Yes.
When you become, because you're already successful.
No, I'm struggling at it.
Super.
They
Struggling.
struggling
Will you
driving a
become-
damn Mercedes.
It's not new. It's old.
When
It's
you
not
get-
the latest.
When you get your super success, you're traveling worldwide. You don't have time to maintain your home. Will you be hiring people?
Yes, but you guys are here.
But so
You want to hire me? You can
so
hire
she's
me.
not-
I'm expensive.
I can't afford you.
That's right. At least you know. That,
Okay.
that means you can barter.
I don't have
I'm not
housekeepers. I
saying-
just have to clean up myself.
Well, you done pretty good.
we do a good job. We do
I
a
must
good
admit,
job.
you
of
kinda
not
look
letting
all
you see us
cleaned
do
up.
things.
Was that Vino? Does he have the lawnmower that you sit in, or the one that you? Do people still push it?
The Gardner's Gerardo.
My bad. That's right. That's Vino who does the inside
Construction,
work.
handyman.
That's Gerardo who does. He's the gardener.
And there's Tyrone.
He's the gardener. No, you ain't got nobody black working for you. You lying?
Tyrone.
Wait,
That's what got rid of the last one.
No, you lying?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna save this. Watch how I save this. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Watch this, Suzette. If
This
we
was
did-
New Sports, wasn't it?
Right, that's what I'm doing.
Well,
Now,
I can't help it if you had the gardener here while we're taping the show.
No, Suzette, watch
You know,
this.
if it was going to be a noise, you know I was going to say something.
No, because you made a point of something. If we did have to tell you, because one thing we say, if we don't, keep it on the high road. If we gave you the history of all the people we work with, you will become very, very well educated and informed. Not about the choices you see right now.
That's right.
But what has happened before.
Don't let us get on no black women. Don't let us get on the history of black women.
Don't.
See, now you want to start some stuff.
I'm saying.
Nah,
be
you don't
careful.
want to go there.
Don't open it.
That's
don't
right, don't open
it.
that box.
You open it, we're going to go like
You
this.
never
Now,
know.
be careful
Remember,
now.
we some old school brothers now.
What are you saying, Tyrone?
I'm
You
just
didn't work
saying.
as hard as Gerardo? Is that
I'm
what
just
you're
saying.
I
saying?
didn't say that.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying. There's a
Tyrone was
history.
drinking on the job.
Yeah,
and Gerardo
I'm just saying
don't
this.
come to
I'm
work.
not gonna say none of
right
that.
now. Just to let you know, I'm keeping it proactive.
We doing.
and
No,
positive.
I'm not even gonna say.
That's all I was saying.
I'm just
What
saying.
you saying? Tyrone didn't work hard enough?
I'm just saying. That's why you have to diversify. Y'all know you have to diversify.
That's all you have to do.
You have to
They say
diversify.
open up your choices. That's
That's
all
right.
they're saying. You just keep your mind open. But
What
remember,
about employing our fellow people?
We trying to employ you.
look at you. Perfect example.
Yeah, give me
It just,
a check.
it just don't. That's what I said. That's what we said.
I'm here.
We just said check. That's what we
Make it
said.
out to Suzette, Suzettt.
I got
Oh.
the check for you.
I like that.
See, I thought you to take them.
Wait,
See,
you gonna pay them, but you won't pay me?
yeah, I'm gonna pay you the same. I'm gonna pay you the same. All of
That
y'all.
was a good one. You know what?
And they take a check.
She came back on that one. But we do give good treats and treatment.
We give body massage.
So no, yeah, but you don't have any black employees over here at Casa.
You want to see?
We got two.
Hemsley.
We got two.
You want to see the former?
over here in the black Beverly
We got
Hills.
two.
Wait a minute. You want to see the? Wait a
You're
minute.
like the fucking-
We got two black employees.
No, we'll give. Hey,
Victor and Mario.
I tell you what, I got one for you. Did we have somebody work on the electrical and concrete here?
Yes, we did.
Was it Tyrone?
Was they African American?
Yes, they were.
And somebody had to come back and
No,
fix
it
the
was a
work.
wonderful job. Black folks do a wonderful job. All our black workers have been exceptional.
Wait a minute.
And
Mario,
wonderful.
Did the bathroom have to get redone?
It was exceptional. We had exceptional
That's what I'm
workers.
saying. No, wait a minute. Let me keep going. Let me keep going because
We've had exceptional.
Look at Suzette.
We've had it. And then we had the Jamaicans come in. Because you know they can construct some stuff.
All right, now. All
They
right.
had plenty of time after all them hurricanes.
This one, since our sports is running long, and Suzette, this day is dedicated
sorry.
to you. Did you watch the Mayweather Cotto fight?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now here's what you go. This is all you now. This
What
whole
was
segment.
Justin Bieber doing there?
That's what
He got
everybody
some
said.
dates.
And 50, right?
He had
Justin
some.
Bieber.
Right
Have you
there,
seen
I know
his
what I'm
dates?
saying. I'm saying.
Selena Gomez taking care of him.
So let me do this. I'm gonna set up a question. Suzette, you give me the eye test of what you've seen at the fight. I'm just gonna set up a question and you take it from there, okay? So hold on. This is what I'm gonna do. This is the comeback that they say about Mayweather. Number one, the fight was somewhat close, at least through the first 4 or 5 rounds. Pretty well even. What they're saying is, even though Floyd won, they said it looked like he's showing his age. He's not the Floyd.
What do they mean by that?
10 years ago or 5 years ago.
How old is he?
35. So
yeah, but athletes, they age differently from...
what did you
Some
say?
ladies.
Well, I think athletes and dancers, they
Right.
age more aggressively because they're harder on their bodies.
Right.
Than...
I agree. So what did you see as a test when you saw the fight? People say it was a good fight.
Yeah.
If it was a good fight, that means it was an advantage for Cotto because he wasn't dominated. But it was a unanimous decision in favor of Floyd. So tell me, did you see a Floyd that you say, wow, he still hasn't fought the best fighter, which is Manny Pacquiao, which they're waiting for. What did you see?
It was a close fight. I mean, it wasn't an easy win for him. It wasn't like, boom, like, Mike Tyson,
Right.
that's over. It wasn't that for him at all.
Did you think he was gonna win easily?
No, I don't think anyone thought that.
Really?
No, that other dude, he
Cotto?
was very intense. You know, he came to win it. He didn't come to just give it up.
Right.
Yeah, and it wasn't until the last couple of rounds that
Wow.
Mayweather, and that probably just might even be from years and skill.
Right. Very
That's
good.
what it seemed to be to me.
And you hit, man, you know what? You did a great analogy. That's what people
Nah,
were
it was
saying.
all right. It was okay.
Wait a minute, Suzette. Before you go any further, give me a rating on it. Was it something for the ladies, balling, upset, let down, big pimping, or whatever? When you watched the match, what did you think?
It was balling.
It was balling, even though
Yeah.
they don't use a ball, but we know they were
Yeah.
balling. Okay, cool.
Well,
cool.
balling doesn't mean a ball all the time.
So let me ask you this: were a lot of women interested in this fight from your perspective?
Oh, yeah. Where I watched it, there were equal amounts of men and women.
So
Where were you watching it?
None of your business.
Well, how come we want to know what kind of crowd? You know, because it may be a biased group.
She didn't tell us, huh?
You know, you hanging out
We
with
were
part of
left out.
Hollywood. She's in that Glendale group, you know.
We were in Players Del Rey.
Hey,
They got
hey.
it different. Oh, that's right. Can't say. Excuse me, I forgot.
Yeah.
She's in that Marina Del Rey. She's in that Marina Del Rey group.
Hey.
No,
Okay.
actually, I think she's in that Carson group.
Yeah.
Torrance.
Wait a
You look
minute.
like Torrance.
Gardena.
That's cold. You know what?
Stalkers. Thank you.
Now, Suzette,
I
if you
can't
ever need
say I blame
services
'em.
rendered for protection,
Yeah. Huh?
we know some people. You need services rendered, we know some
I said some of my lesbian
No,
friends
I
over there.
kept some people from doing that. Like, hey, if I just leave them
I got a new hitman lesbian friend.
But
Okay.
I'm not playing that for 2012.
Thank you. There you go. Hey, you guys. You know what? I got to get out of here because we don't have
Where you
time to
going?
cover it. Thank you for the Doo-Doo Sports. Like I said, we cover it more socially than anything else. You know. Hey, I'm sorry.
That's Suzette Tomlinson's New Sports. Little shorty, little bit. Good things coming. No, they don't.
Shut up.
You guys are wrong. Oh my God.